Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Friday episode of the Permission to Love podcast, where I share mindset tips that can help take you into your weekend. Remember, your mindset is one of the most important things in your life. It determines the way you see yourself, it determines the way you see others, and it determines how you see life itself. So getting our mindset right is a really important thing, and so I'm glad that you're here. So today, let's talk about anchoring. Before I get into the details of anchoring, let me ask you a question. Have you ever wished that you could shift your mood? Have you ever been in a crappy mood, been anxious or stressed out, and you've wanted to shift your mood to a more positive emotion or a more positive feeling? Or have you ever had a wonderful experience in your life and you've wished that you could kind of capture that feeling, put it in a bottle, take it with you, and access it whenever you wanted to? Well, anchoring is a mindset tool that you can use to help shift your emotions, to shift you out of those anxious feelings, those stressful feelings, to those more positive feelings and those more positive emotions that you want to have. So what is anchoring? Anchoring is a mental, emotional, and physical exercise that allows you to create an anchor point on your body that when you touch that part of your body, your mind and your system has an association with you touching that part of your body with those positive emotions. It's almost as if those positive emotions get stored into that part of your body and you access them by intentionally touching that part of your body. Now, before I go on any further, I want to be clear. What I'm not talking about here is avoiding negative emotions, okay? We need to process our negative emotions. We need to be able to sit with them, feel them, and not avoid them or medicate them away. So that's not what I'm talking about. But what I am talking about is empowering ourselves so that we are not at the mercy of negative emotions. So let me tell you a story to give you an example of how this can work. At one point, I had a client that I was working with who was really struggling with negative emotions. They would get into this really negative state. They'd start barking at people. They started putting out all this negative energy. Nobody wanted to be around them. And they really became like a tyrant because their negative emotion of frustration and stress and anxiety would take over them. And they would feel it all through their system. And it would begin to spill out on everybody around them. And it was beginning to impact pretty much every area of their life. And they came to me because they wanted to be able to switch from that negative thinking pattern, those negative emotions, to something much more positive and optimistic. And they began to talk about one time when they went on vacation and how everything about the environment felt so good, felt so right, and they loved the person that they were in that environment. And in their brain, they associated that environment and that experience with the way that they felt. And they kept thinking to themselves, if I could just repeat that environment, then I could feel that way again. And they even tried that. They even went back there to try to recreate the way that they felt. And their attempt to recreate the way they felt by going back to that environment totally fell flat. It didn't work. And many of us do that, right? We have an experience or we have a relationship or we had something in our past and our brains made the association that it was that person or that place or that thing that made us happy, that made us experience so many positive emotions. And yes, while it is true that those things can help facilitate it, the reality is what's happening inside of you is you. Nobody's actually getting inside of your body and flipping switches and say, okay, happy switch on, sad switch off. All of the feelings that we're having are coming from the meaning that we're creating from that experience or from being with that person. You have the ability within you to learn how to access and release things like endorphins, serotonin, dopamine. Inside of you, that power exists. And so we want to teach our bodies how to access that, how to access those positive emotions, those positive chemicals, those positive hormones, all of that stuff that's inside of us. You are the activator of your chemistry that lives inside of you. So in working with this client, I was getting them to come to the point to understand that they were the ones who created that inside of them. And if they created it then, they can create it now. So I worked with them through this exercise of anchoring for them to be able to access positive emotions whenever they wanted to. You can create the way that you want to feel in the present moment. And one of the things that can really help with that is anchoring. So let's run through really quick how anchoring works. Number one, you get yourself in a positive emotional state. Now, you can get yourself in that state by reflecting on something in the past or reminiscing about something in the past that was really meaningful to you, that had a lot of beauty to it, had a lot of joy, or had a lot of positive emotions associated with it. That might have been a beautiful trip that you took, or it might have been a person or an animal. Whatever that experience is that brings you a sense of positive emotions, go to that moment, really begin to feel it, reliving it in the first person. Allow those emotions to come up, okay? That's the first part of it. And then once you're in that state, then you touch a certain part of your body. It's that simple. For me, I use my non-dominant hand and I take my thumb and I press it into the middle knuckle of my middle finger. And I allow myself to feel all of those emotions while I'm pressing my thumb to that part of my finger. Okay, so that's what anchoring is. It's about getting yourself into a positive state and then connecting that feeling with a part of your body. And as you're building that anchor, okay, that association, you just keep repeating that. Okay, get yourself in that positive emotional state. Touch that anchor point, okay, then let go. Then allow yourself to get back into that positive state and try to even get into a more positive state. Touch the anchor point once again and just continue to repeat that. Now, the beautiful thing about anchoring is you don't always have to go to the past. Once you begin to develop your anchor point, you can then use that anchor point when you're having a positive experience in the present moment. If you're with somebody, you're really enjoying it, or you're watching a sunset, or whatever your experience is that you're having some really positive moments, go ahead and make the connection to your anchor point. And what you're doing is you're actually creating a happy button on your body that your brain and your system, your nervous system, has connected you accessing that anchor point with those emotions. And so you're going to have that response that'll begin to come up when you access that anchor. And the great thing about creating an anchor point on your body is you can access it anywhere, anytime. And one of the things that I share with my clients when I'm teaching them about anchor points is to create your anchor in a place where you can access it anytime. If you created an anchor point in the middle of your head and you have to touch the middle of your forehead in order to access that anchor point, you might not want to be doing that in public, and you might not want to be doing that in a meeting. So create that anchor point at a place where you feel comfortable doing it wherever you are at any time. So give anchoring a try, and I'd love to hear from you on how it's working for you. You can email me at jerry@jerryhenderson.org, or you can find me on Instagram. My handle there is Jerry A. Henderson. And just a reminder, if you need resources to help you on your journey, you can see the show notes in this episode, or you can go to my website at jerryhenderson.org. And finally, if you've not yet had a chance to subscribe to or to follow this podcast, I want to invite you to do so, because that's going to keep you updated on when new episodes are coming out. And if you know somebody who could benefit from the content of this podcast, feel free to share this episode with them. You never know the difference that it could make in their life. Well, thank you for joining this episode, and I want to remind you that your relationship with yourself is the most important relationship in your life. So thank you for taking the time to invest in yourself by learning how to have a healthier mindset.